Hey guys, back with another game. This time I will be playing Josh Sokol Rubenstein. He's a Canadian player. I think he's rated around 1800, 1850, maybe somewhere in there. Um, yeah, looking forward to a good game with him. Um, so this rack, a bunch of vowels and an S. AYE or exchanging seem to be the options. If I play AYE down here, it sort of telegraphs to Josh that I have an S, but it also makes my S a lot stronger. So it's do I care that he knows I have it if it becomes better, or would I rather make the quote unquote normal play at the expense of not giving Josh the advantage of knowing I have an S? In this case, I'd say I'd rather just set it up. If Josh has that inference, I don't think he can do too much about it, particularly in this position. So I'm going to play AYE. I'm going to actually draw another E, another I, and another O. So I'm going to have to exchange. It doesn't matter what kind of S setup Josh gives me. I suppose potentially if he plays a bingo right here, I would play OSE, but I really can't think of almost any other circumstance where I try and play out of this rack. I mean, even if this were Collins, OO is just not worth it. EEIIS is so bad. Back to the issue I've talked about a couple times already, where would I keep ES or EIS on the exchange? And yeah, okay, there are a bunch of vowels on my rack right now that I can't be drawing from, but EIS is just so much worse, even with a slightly consonant heavy pool, that you exchange 5. You keep the equitable leave here. So ES is what I'm going to be keeping, unless maybe Josh plays off a bunch of vowels too, and then I'll think about it. He doesn't. Oh, see, he almost played Hangover, or he could have played Hangover, and that would have let me play OSE. Don't have any 5s from the V. If that were a word, I'd play it, but... Oh, actually, okay. Uri is 9 points, keeps EIS. That's the play. So there you go. And EIS turns into even more vowels. I'm yet to have a rack with a consonant that's not this S on it. I guess you can call the Y a consonant, but with a bunch of vowels, it's really not a consonant. Another situation where I think I'm going to be exchanging. Let me send him a message, ask him to not talk to me right now. Yeah, sorry. Yuga's an option. 16 EIIS versus 0 and optimal leave of ES. So Yuga's got to be better than the exchange. Again, we'll see what he gives me. Last time I basically said I would be exchanging, and then I ended up not exchanging, so we'll see what happens here. Josh is going to bingo again. Alright, I'm probably going to lose this game. Alright. AYE, 25 points, but holds an awful leave. Unai, 8 points, holds a bad leave. That's off the table. Atui, again, 8 points, bad leave. I almost have Yatia, which I would definitely be playing. Already down 100 points. I need to be scoring, but IISU after AYE is just so weak. Dang it, Josh. Why did you have to bingo on the first 2 turns? That's not nice. How much is YEA over here? 23, okay. I'm just going to play this. I think I need to get some points. I can't fall so far behind right now that the game's already over, and we'll just see if I can work through a bad leave. And I draw a Z and a P, so it looks like I'll be able to score some points next turn. So, it's not all is lost just yet. Don't really see a spot to put either of these right now. I mean, like, Tulip again balances my rack out nicely. It sets up the S for my Z. But we'll see. I don't think I've actually got a big Z play right now. Z zip. That's about it. Uh, yeah, I'm still failing to see. With the EN here, can I play off PILU? I don't think so. Line up lupine, spinule, some other word in there. Unpiles. So I'm not gonna be able to play through that, I don't think. Puli over here is another option. Scores 2 more than Tulip, but it doesn't set up the S. I don't know if Puli takes a back S or not. Inclination says it does, but I like the S setup with Tulip a little more. I wonder if Josh still thinks I'm holding on to an S. Oh, that's funny. I've played AYE, AYE, and OOIE. Sick. By the way, one thing that I feel like a lot of people don't do is they look, instead of looking at the word that your opponent has just played, only look at the letters they've set down. Somebody will see that you play UNAI from a U and they see Unai and they're like, ooh, you must have had a terrible rack. But if they're playing off AIN, then, their rack probably wasn't that terrible. That's probably a fish. It seems like common sense to some, but I do know a couple people who I feel like that's just never sort of registered with. So I'll be playing off a couple consonants this turn probably. Oh, I can also play PIU if I want to hold my consonant, but... Oh my god, he bingoed again. Oh no, I'm going to lose by a lot this game. There comes a point in almost any game where you have to decide... I'm not 100% sure meadowed is a word. So we're going to think about that. I would be holding right now in a tournament. I forgot what I was talking about earlier. I'm now distracted by meadowed. There comes a point in a game where you have to decide, am I trying to win the game or am I just trying to cut spread? If I were trying to win the game, the no-brainer decision is to challenge meadowed right now. One of the first questions I always ask is, did he have another play? With meadow and a blank, it would seem like he would, but unless there's like a wood word here, ADEMOOW, I don't think there is. Since I'm going to lose the game anyway, I feel like I have to challenge right now. It's probably good. It's no good. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's so huge. Okay, so let's talk about Tulip again. I'm going to type out ADEMOW blank. That's his rack. Oh, he has meowed also. If I play Tulip, am I giving him a bingo? I can also think about what kind of blocks can he make. And he's got the M, so he can play MOW. It's a pretty weak play for him. He can't do anything along here. He doesn't have an S, I know that. Meadows is the only 7 in Meadows. ADEMOPW blank. Pretty sure there's not one in there. Let me type it. Yeah, I don't think so. And we'll check out this guy as well. Mellowed. Let me think about that. I don't think that's a word. It's funny. About once a week, I go through and test myself on the hooks to both allowed ALLOWED and arrowed ARROWED, and I can never ever remember them. But I'm pretty sure mallowed is no good. In fact, I might actually win a turn if Josh tries that. Um, I'm gonna play Tulip, set up that Z, see if I can get some cheap points and get back into this game. I don't think I'm allowing Josh to bingo. I've got Izars now. I've got Maxis now. Um, so I'll be scoring points unless Josh makes a blocking play. And again, he doesn't have many blocking options. OW or MOW are some things he can do if he really thinks I'm setting up an S. And after AYE here and this play, it definitely looks like I have one, but I don't think he can guess that I've also got a Z to go with it to score a bunch. I do want to talk about Maxis versus Izars. They score the same. Is that all I have? I feel like I could have another play. Ziram Mirza, that's not right. Oh, Zax's would be devastating if I had an E. 74, that's a bingo. I'm back in the game. The X is pretty strong because it can still go down here with like X or Mix or something. I've actually got Zax right here for 43 right now. But I'm not going to do that. Any X play here is going to give Josh a triple, but if he's got a bingo prone leave, maybe I don't care about that. If he does, well, we'll see what he does. Man, I thought this game was over. I thought meadowed was good. All right, so Josh is now holding E blank. We know that much. Adwoman actually takes a front M, Madwoman. So I don't know how many points I'll actually be getting there. I wanted to play Maxis for 53, holding ZR, but maybe Izars becomes a better player now because, well, A, there's cheap counters for Josh, and B, I hold that M for Adwoman. I don't think there's too much I can do. I can play like Exam or Oxime or Oxime, but Axeman maybe, but how much are those going to be? Let's say I get Axeman, that's 32, 36, 44. So potentially 53 and then 44. That's good. The X is also going to go down here anyway. He does have an E and a blank. So he's still looking very bingo prone right now, just by virtue of having that blank. I don't think there's too much I should try and do about it. Like, yeah, these are his best two lines, but a blocking play here like AX just seems so weak. Well, maybe it's not. I mean, I think I'm just stalling the inevitable if I do try and block, though. I think I shouldn't be giving up that much equity to do it. So yeah, it's back to the original question, I think, of Izars or Maxis. Izars is going to help me bingo a little sooner, I think. ZR. You know what? No, I don't think so, because the X and the M are almost definitely getting played off next turn, and they're almost definitely going down for 35 to 40. So I'm going to play Azars now. I'm going to score 35 or 40 next turn, and then I'll start trying to build towards a bingo and get back into the game. Or who knows, maybe if Josh dinks for one more turn, I might not even have to. Let's see, what do I have? What do I have? I don't think I have any decent Madwoman play except like Rom. That's 26. I don't think I have any play here except Ox, and with Josh being bingo prone, there's no way I can do that. EX here is 31. I was a little too confident about getting 35 to 40 with the X this turn, I guess. Rimey's 24, but that's not great. I don't think I have a 6 down here. Man, these are good letters. They're just not good together. It's only fitting that Josh loses about 3 or 4 turns on challenges this game and still beats me by 100. That's what happened in our game at Nationals, only mirrored. I, I, I think I lost 3 turns. It might have been 4, just on phonies and challenging his good words. And so naturally, I beat him by 100 because that's what happens when you lose 3 turns. You win the game by 100. I felt really bad. Like I hate winning games like that. Don't feel like I deserve it at all. I just want to apologize to my opponent and slink off after it's done. I do have Moxa, which is going to hold ENRS and limit a bingo pretty quickly. Josh has missed a bingo again. That's really nice for me. The longer he misses a bingo, the better. Moxa looks pretty strong. Yep, I'm gonna play it. Oh, I just noticed I could have also played Oxim right here for the same score. I mean, I don't really know why I would do that. I could put the E at the end as well and allow Josh to bingo really easily. 2 U's is not what I wanted to see. I really don't think unsourced is good. Unsourced could be. If I need to, maybe I can try that. Josh just is not drawing his bingo. So, Usk is there, but that's really bad. 28 points, but it gives up. It gets rid of the U's, but it gives up everything else and gives Josh 90-point bingos. I know he has that blank still. I'd like to get rid of one of these U's, and I'm just not seeing any ways to score points and get rid of a U. Q holds earns. Quern is just gonna get rid of some stuff. Like really, if I just get rid of a U and that's it, I've got a bingo prone leave. But I don't really need a bingo prone leave on this board because there's not anywhere to bingo on this board. Even though I know Josh has a blank, and I know he's gonna bingo soon. Oh man, I didn't realize I was down this much. Cure is there. Man. I could always throw down the U there if I wanted to. That just not really a good idea, I think. Cur is an option. Let's count the vowels. 9, 15, 18, 19 out of 47. It's about average. I'm not going to use that to justify anything then. Given that I'm already down so much, maybe it's right to play Usk. I'm not going to draw that blank even though it's out. Hope Josh misses a bingo again. He has played off 3 tiles. and or maybe hope to triple triple and get back in the game. I don't know if it's too desperate or not. If Josh has a bad rack, Uska's going to be a really good play for me to get back in the game, but a lot of the time it just loses the game then and there. For lack of better options, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And if Josh makes the typical bingo here, I'll have Guck. For 48, leaving pretty well. I'll take 48, leaving well. I don't think I've got any sort of play here. If I get an A, I can play Grackle, but oh, I wonder if clerking is good. I don't think it is, but if I get an I, given the situation, I'm definitely playing it. How is Josh not bingoed yet? That's a really nice flashy play, but I'm playing Guck. I'm in a bad position because even if I draw a bingo, and I'm very close to one right now, but I don't think I have one. Even if I draw one, I'm not going to win the game because Josh has that blank. It's just a matter of time now before he gets it down, unless I bingo here and Josh is unable to get one starting with an S or from one of these lines, which is conceivable, but I don't know. I probably want to dump this I next turn. There are still 5 in the bag. Actually, that's pretty good for me because it seems like Josh could have a bunch of I's and a bunch of T's, and maybe I can get lucky as he travels through junky racks for a couple turns. If Josh doesn't bingo, like I can win this game. If he does bingo, I'm probably gonna have to do it twice. Yeah, I just don't think I'm bingoing here. I don't think I have any plays that go down. So I think Nerein is a word, but I doubt Nerile is. And even if it is, that gives Josh a beautiful line here to play in. Perfect play would be like something like that, narrow or something, but those aren't words as far as I know. I'd like to play off A, I, L, and R here. At least get rid of an I and an R, and a couple more tiles to score points. Maybe I want to hold on to that my A because there's only 2 left in the bag. The E, therefore, that's not too valuable, and the I want to actively shed. He still doesn't bingo. I can't believe this. Maybe he's just messing with me. Like, yeah, I don't need to bingo to win the game. A play down here would be really nice, but I don't have it. Yeah, I just don't have it. Not that I see, at least. I can play viral. That gets rid of my I like I want to. It still holds E and R, which are good consonants. There's not too many of those left. I'm not going to get a lot of points no matter what I do this turn. I mean, maybe there's a playthrough here or something, but I don't know. I don't know if viral takes an S. My inclination is to say that it doesn't, but that may change. I don't know. I'm willing to do it if I need to get back in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this down just because I don't see anything else to do. Cool. I've drawn this. I actually don't think I have a bingo with this rack, but maybe Josh will give me something. Or maybe Josh will just actually bingo, finally, and I'll lose. He's still not bingoing. I really don't understand this. Uh, Josh would be the player to just not bingo all game on purpose because he doesn't feel like he wants to. I've got Diner for 23. The idea now is to stay in range and just maybe hope that I can bingo out or something. Hope Josh pulls one or two more bad racks. The way the pool is looking, it just doesn't seem like that's going to happen, but like there's maybe I can get him to draw the J once and he won't bingo, and then the U or the V once and he won't bingo, but he's going to get one. Diner looks strong. Sure, we'll do it. Just score points. Well, hang on, let me think. No, I don't have any sort of play over here. I'll play Diner. There's the J. I think drawing that J just about does it for my chances at winning this game because I needed that for Josh to draw. JO is a good play. 34 holds a leave where I can bingo out of. Not a lot, but sometimes. I feel like I've been saying that a lot this game. Bingo, bingo, bingo. But when you go down 100 points in the first two turns, you have to bingo. And I've failed to do that so far this game. I've sort of fought my way back, but... Well, Josh is actually closing down the board. I guess he had a bunch of consonants last turn. I'm going to play Joe now. Just kind of put some time pressure on him, and there's nothing to think about there anyway. Ooh, Fijoa would have been really nice if this weren't all here. Feijoa, but... Adeint again looks prone. I don't have a 7. Entailed is my 8 with the L. Don't think I've got one with that P. I mean, maybe we're getting in range now where I might not have to bingo if I can catch him with a really poor rack at the end and surprise him with points. Something like female will be 22. If I can go out before him, maybe I can win. So I'll see what Josh does, see how much he scores, and I'll have to make a sort of philosophical decision of, do I want to try and bingo out and win the game, or can I try and score enough points so I don't have to fish for a desperation bingo? Again, remember, we saw on the third turn that Josh still has this blank. So this isn't like a tournament where maybe he's overdrawn and put it back. We know that the blank is on his rack. He's just continuing to shut down bingo lines, which is bad for me, but also decent for me because he got 12 points. If there were a G out, Gnome would be a really solid play to be fishing for. He's just blocked my female play. I'm getting a little low on time here, so I need to keep an eye on that. Man, I just don't have much to do. I feel like a lot of players would play ED right here and just be like, all right, I keep AEINT. That's not going to do anything. Maybe I can find a play here that I can fish for that'll score a ton and blindside Josh and win me the game. Some sort of ATED word. Low baited, but I'd need I need the blank for that. Notated won't be that much, but it'll be something. If I could fish off EI somewhere, I can try and blindside him with notated and win the game, even though more than likely his next play is right in here somewhere. But I don't have an EI fish. Man, this is going to be bad for the board. ETA, I mean, it's going to set up this S line. Maybe if Josh doesn't have it, he'll do something dumb like LAV for 6 to try and block it. And if he does that, then I'm in position to maybe catch him. Sure, I'll do it, and we'll just see what Josh does. He's probably just going to bingo. Yeah, I didn't draw the S. This is not looking good. He's probably got, like, insert blank right now and deciding which one to put down. Of course, if he has a rack that good, he's just going to 9 here anyway, but... Coop is 20. I don't know. It's hard to think about what to do here. I'm just probably gonna lose. I wonder what goes here. The F, obviously, but what else? If I need to, I can try and put a D there. And that's gonna put Josh in like a situation where he really doesn't want to challenge, but LAV is about the best thing I can hope for right now. Unless it's like the ISC is miraculously glitched and the blank is back in the bag, but how many turns has he gone with a blank on his rack without bingoing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 turns. That's... I think I deserve a medal or something for being really lucky. Oh, wow. So he scores 4. I wonder what kind of rack would warrant a play like that. He didn't have the V, or else he plunks that. EIRST or EIRS blank, EIST blank maybe. But if he's got one of those, he's just going to bingo. Maybe not. EINSTU blank, does that go anywhere? Does that have a bingo that starts with an S? I don't know. Pounce is 29, and I will almost take the lead in this game. But what is that going to do for me? He's got the blank. Any sort of bingo rack, and he bingos out. Any sort of non-bingo rack, and he's got a BEEVES or veer or, some sort of strong counter play. It leaves me with 5 tiles, so if I can pull an out in 1 somehow. And that's what I'm going to have to hope for if I am going the try and outrun Josh route. I'm going to have to pull an out in 1. And it'll have to outscore his play. There's also pound. Like, I can hope that Josh doesn't have that S. He's gonna have to burn his blank and play something like vest. Yeah, he wouldn't block the ETA spot unless he had didn't have the S. So I'm gonna gamble that he didn't pull it on his 2-tile pull. 50-50 chance here. I'm gonna try and get it. I don't get it. He's gonna bingo out with Stewiver, and I'm gonna lose the game. It was fun though. I mean, I took a game that was a sure loss. 3 bingos in 3 turns, and I was able to correctly guess that meadowed was no good, which was huge, and give myself a fighting chance. And I'm sure somewhere along the line I misplayed 1 or 2 of these turns, and at least. And just play visitor. There you go. Go ahead and challenge that, but it's good. Yeah, it was just nice to see that you can sort of get back in these games. You think they're over. Anyway, I'm gonna go for now. Thanks for watching, and comments will be up soon, maybe about what I should have done. Adios.